Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Hero here. Sorry about the late start. I was dealing with some business, but I greatly apologize for the lateness. So let's get right into it. I'm excited for the new update. I didn't get to post it on Twitter, so I think I'll probably post it after stream. But I was able to right before I just woke up, got ready for work, and while I was just sitting and chilling before I had to head out, I decided to just hit the banner. Just just I was just like, you know what, fuck it, screw it, I'll do it. I've been being calculative, and I realized that this would be my eighth pull, considering that I never got a Nexa, wasted like 24 pulls I think altogether. But But you know what? It worked out in the end because instead of I didn't get Anaxa, but I was able to get Hyacinth. So I am super happy. I've been at work trying to sneakily be a little sneak and play some Honkai on my phone, and just so I can fully build her. I just tested a team on her in the Divergent League. So let me go bring you to her right now. Hang on. There she is in all her glory. I'm gonna leave it on here so you can see her animation. Her stats are pretty good. I've been, like I said, I was working on her. Actually, I need to see the actual percentage. No, 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 no. Plus on and so you
Let's have a
just the
break.
after rain state last return to duration. One at the start of Hycen's every turn, while after rain is active, roll out on targets increase by 1950. Ah, okay. I didn't know the actual percentage. That's what I was checking. Look at it. She's so fucking adorable.
Let's have a break.
Look at it. That's little Ika. So fucking cute. I absolutely adore her, and she's perfect with Casper's. Absolutely perfect. I got her with the reminiscence one right now until I get her personal icon, which is what I will be hitting the banner for. Like, while I would like to at least E1 her, I actually do want to get her light cones specifically because there's not a lot of remembrance light cones. So I want her specific remembrance light cone so she has hers. Like, I fucked up and didn't get Aglaya's, and I should have. I should have focused the. If it's a remembrance character, definitely focus their light cones until more remembrance light cones come out, honestly. Especially if you get the character, get the light cone. I know. That's obvious, bruh. But fuck you. Wait, hang on. Can I say that? Woo! Yeah, I can say it. Fuck you. Like I said, I grinded for her. I used up all my materials up there that I could use. So, yes, her basic attack is maxed out before her ultimate, specifically because it only had 6. But I wanted her Memo Sprite to be maxed out, just like I did for all the others. And these just need to go up some more. And as you can see, I'm literally just missing these 3 pieces right here, which is fine with me. I was able to get her whole relic set, which is really good. Hang on. That's decent defense. I wish it wasn't have an attack, so I will probably be switching this out for one that doesn't have attack. Actually, hang on, I have another one right here. That's HP, defense, HP. Bruh, that's like an immediate switch. Let me see, effective resistance, defense, attack. Alright, yeah. Yeah, okay, hang on. I'm going to put that on her. Enhance it. Sorry. I'm doing it this way because I actually want to, I'm looking for the one that I don't. You know what? I know how to deal with this. Hang on. Alright, that should put the ones that actually have levels up here. No, it did not. There we go. There we go. Might as well feed it its own thing, right? And bring it right back up to 15. Don't tell me that's not enough to bring it to 15. Are you fucking kidding me? But you know what? That's way better. She doesn't need the attack. Alright. So let's see. Well, I think hands will always have attack, so there's nothing I can do about it. But, oops. Hang on, I'm terrible at this. This is Warrior Goddesses. Do I even have another one? No, I do not. Alright, well, I guess that works. I guess that works for now. I had to make this one, but I think I have more. Defense, attack, speed, crit. Compare. It's looking a little better. Alright, I think I'll put that one on. Alright. I literally had to make this one, so I don't think I'm going to have anything. Yeah, that's what I thought. But yeah, this one has speed, defense, HP, defense, and crit rate. Perfection. Yeah. Let's see. This has the wind boost, which I probably would have preferred healing boost, but the wind damage is great, so she'll be able to do some damage. And then HP, defense, effect, hit rate, effect, resistance, break, effect, perfection. That's great. So she's built pretty nicely. Move back over to her stats. But the team I have her in currently, need to keep going. No. The hell? Yeah. So this is the team that I have her on. Like pure HP team. If I had Mighty, I'd probably switch him out with Blade. And then I'd have my full-on team. But naturally, we're going to use this team here. But we're going to switch out Gallagher and put Hyacinth.
Thank goodness! It's Cassie!
No.
We're saved! Little Ika, wake up!
The only thing is,
Look!
yeah, I'm going to keep
Dragon.
Casper's in it. This is a decent Casper. This will be my new Casper's team. Alright, so let's go here. Now, does anyone know, like it said I could look at the no. Hang on. Okay, yeah, let's go through the story recap.
Following the advice of the Chrysos heirs, I embarked on the trial of time, only to learn that I had been dead since the moment I stepped onto Euphorius. To reclaim the future that had been stolen from me, we pushed onward in pursuit of the Death Titan, Thanatos.
Okay, so I know about the reason about Caleb, and I know what's going on about the whole voice acting stuff. I hope they are able to find a better working environment for them. But at the same time, finally glad there's voice acting in this game. Finally, I was getting tired of it. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't mind voice acting every now and then, but I'm terrible. I'm terrible. Alright, back into it.
Meanwhile, Anaxa, one of the 7 sages of the Grove of Epiphany, broke free from the surveillance of the Golden Threads and actively sought refuge from the Council of Elders. After winning the Council's trust,
It's
he
gonna take some
ascended
time
Dawn
getting
Cloud
used to the new voice, though.
Cersei's the Reason Titan, who resided within him, and sought an audience with Kefali, the world-bearing Titan. To obtain information about the entrance to the Nether Realm, Castris had no choice but to support the Council of Elders in proposing a pause in the flame chase journey. With the aid of the demigod Cypher, she set out for the ancient city of the dead dragon, Styxia.
Can't wait to get Cypher.
Castris successfully recreated the dead dragon Pollux via alchemy and used its power to return to the Nether Realm, where she faced Thanatos, the Death Titan. She returned both the Titan's core flame and the stolen future, restoring the cycle of life and death in Amphorius. Anax's soul met Castris in the Nether Realm, where he proved his hypothesis regarding creation. At the Citizens' Assembly, he cast a pivotal vote and used the charge of blasphemy to thwart the Council of Elders' schemes for power, allowing the flame chase journey to continue.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was great.
After returning Cersei's core flame, Anaxa's physical body completely disappeared. With this, the flame chase journey neared its conclusion, and all eyes turned skyward.
Ooh. Good recap. Good recap.
It's still early.
Oh shit, it starts
Where's
here?
now?
Hang on. I didn't get healed. Okay, hang on. No, I don't want to use my big healing stuff. There we go. Alright, let's move forward. Yeah, I like the little pet things that they have in there. Collect your thoughts. Thanatos and Cersei's core flames have been found. Sometime after that, 12 constellations hover above, overlooking the vortex of Genesis. Oh, shit, yeah, there's only 2 more left. They embody the 12 Amphorian deities, fate, foundation, creations, and calamity of this world. Now 10 among them have fallen. Their core flames return to the origin of Genesis. Above you, constellation shimmer, their brilliance echoing the faint slumber of each titan. And you have experienced 4 ascensions and 4 partings. The Lance of Fury once became the Mad King, plunging the world into ceaseless strife until your valor brought it to an end. They forgot the T. And its demigod successor, the Undying Mightiness, chose to bear the title of Credence alone, turning home to the crown as the last line of defense for the Holy City. Mighty, may your battles know no defeat. I'm not going all through all of them, sorry. I realized, I thought it was like, yeah, sorry. Time and again, farewells haven't numbed you. You can't help but ponder. How many more goodbyes will the journey of trailblazing entail, sorry? You question whether you'll be able to express each goodbye with heartfelt emotion. Your thoughts sink into the ocean. You recall how the Amphorians cherished epics, using stories to soothe their sorrows. Perhaps you should embrace this way to dispel your melancholy and regain your strength. Then let it begin. Countless words of adventure surge through your mind. You need only to grasp just one to anchor your creation. Don't believe. Don't believe. Don't be influenced by the noise outside. Just focus on the key word in your mind. It is indeed difficult, but you should still cling tightly to your inspiration, weaving heartfelt and elegant phrases. Alright, this is an impossible task. Just one glance at your phone. It won't disrupt your thoughts. Or so you tell yourself. Oh, Cipher. Gray mystery. Last time in Styxia at 0 time for treasure hunt. Absolute disaster. Now the River of Souls mostly retreated. I'm back, baby. In the water. A big shiny chest. I can't use the miracle orb and can't quiet you through. Your power of time is needed now. 7:30 split. Yeah. 30 for you, 70 for you. Exactly. 30 for you and 70 for you. You must admit, even during this arduous and struggling life, there are still those who live joyfully. Cypher's endless surging desire for wealth seems more turbulent than the waters of Gulligord's waterscape. Forget the past for now. It only brings sorrow, but sadness has no place in this moment. What you need is to drive to move forward. You decide to head to Styxia, where the River of Souls is no longer blocked, to meet up with Catgirl. Hopefully, those glittering, clinking trinkets will, as always, lift your spirits. I do like me some shinies, I won't deny that.
Oh, Styxia's moonlight is so beautiful.
I love that Moon can talk now.
And the River of Souls is so quiet. It's like everything that happened was just a dream. I wonder if Cass is doing okay on the other side. If I write a letter and put it in a drift bottle, will she be able to read it?
I miss Casper's too.
No, this shouldn't be so depressing. Now's not the time to feel down. We gotta pull ourselves together. By the way, it was Miss Cipher who asked us to come here. But where has she gone?
That is a good question.
I don't know. This aura feels so familiar. Let's go check it out together. Be very careful. I have a bad feeling about this.
Me too. Oh, I also did use my ticket. Oh, okay. So we're gonna be like oh, come on. Yeah. No more mess. Okay, so there was interaction with it. Cool. Oh, okay.
Hey, what's that on the ground? Should we pick careful? Careful. It's a piece of black
Oh
cloth.
no.
Now, where have I seen this before? What? How could... Mommy! Look out! Wait! We both know. Let's try our best to deal with them for now, and we'll slip into the past with time's power as soon as we can.
The river is full of fish.
What?
The flame chased Johnny. stops.
Okay. No.
Yeah.
Meow? Sorry, I couldn't pass on the chance to give
This
you a good scare.
fucking bitch. I love her. I will spend all my money on her. Just like the moment Jade appears, I will spend all my money on her. I need to get my dummy mom.
Don't run! I'm the real Cypher. The real one. Come on, don't be upset. I'm just giving you a kind reminder that Emphorius isn't safe at all. The whole place is full of dangers, including that swordmaster. Make sure you stay on your toes, no matter where you are.
Bruh, that fool ain't even gonna be able to even touch you. You just go beep, out of there. And he's just like, the fuck? What am I gonna do? I don't get teleport.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm just making it up to you. You'd do the same in my shoes.
Not like that.
So, was that a Flame Reaver disguise? Or a magic trick? It looked so real. Is that the power of the trickery demigod?
That's fair. I would say so.
Disguise? No. It's not as simple as that. Let me think about how to explain this.
Ooh, yes. Explain it to me.
For example, what did you think when you realized that piece of cloth came from the Flame Reaver's cloak? We thought that maybe the Flame Reaver was around here somewhere? That's right. And then you heard some footsteps. What did you... Well, we thought it must be the Flame Reaver coming this way. Yep, exactly. I just used some hints and, mental suggestions to help you believe in a lie. Lies are what Zagreus is best at. If everyone believes in a lie, then it becomes reality. The power to make lies into reality? That's got all my hair standing up.
Bruh. Yeah, nah,
I might be lying. The seamstress trusts you for a reason. Someone as honest as you couldn't trick me even if you wanted to. So, there's no harm in telling.
Oh! Is that a challenge?
Besides, we still need to team up to go treasure hunting, right? Let's wrap up here. It's time. Oh, was that your telescope?
Hey, it's Phenon. Did you swallow came during lucid hour and you seemed to sleep, so I didn't wake you up. But in current circumstances, I can't stay idle. Feel it's time to continue our trading. Let's go to the grove, shall we? Ah.
Aren't you a popular one? But I got two first, so help me with the treasures, and then I'll send you two to the grove. Live handsomely. You mean spend all this money? That's so not why I hunt for treasures. Don't
She
forget,
likes shinies, don't she?
I'm a demigod too. And there's a line reserved for me in that stupid prophecy as well. You shall walk with greed and die over petty change. But I don't believe in that. As long as I keep collecting treasures, then I won't need to care about petty change. And as long as I don't hurt other people when I get what I won't be walking with greed. Right. Isn't that simple? So, as long as I keep going down this path, all those predestined prophecies and fates will never catch up to me. Ah, that was a long speech. I'm getting thirsty at this rate. The treasures of Styxia aren't gonna float up on their own. Come on, Grey Mystery. Show me what the authority of time can do.
Bet. A few. Oh, so we don't even get to do it. Okay.
So, this is the car of the Astral Express you've spoken of. My repository of memories has been enriched with another fascinating piece of information. Thank you for leading me here, Lord Donham.
Huh. Damn it! He still doesn't have a voice.
Archimans hold wisdom and knowledge in high esteem. If the citizens knew of your origins, I'm sure more would be intrigued by the Trailblaze. Sadly, discussions about the world beyond the sky remain taboo. It's been quite some time since you first arrived in Akamai. Presumably, you've been looking for a way to leave ever since.
I've been actively gathering clues and testing different things. Sadly, the more I find out, the more powerless I feel.
Don't be too hard on yourself, my lord. This puzzle has stumped Emphorius' scholars for centuries. It isn't something you can solve overnight.
Fucking liar. He could probably get us out of there. In the Grove, I discovered extensive research on the Sky Type. It appears that many scholars from Emphorius believe the taboo against the world beyond the sky stems from a curse cast by Aquila.
Exactly. Of the 12 Titans of Emphorius, Aquila is known for being the most capricious. The weather itself reflects their mood. Tranquil sunshine, mournful rain. Aquila's breath is a brisk wind, and their cries resound as thunder in a storm.
Additionally, Aquila is one of the 2 Titans whose porphyrions have yet to be
The
returned.
sky above affects every citizen. It's clear that Lady Aglaia's decision to confront Aquila at the end of the Flame Chase journey was a carefully considered strategy.
If returning Aquila's porphyrion can break the sky's curse, we won't have to exhaust ourselves searching for our way back. We can simply focus on aiding the Chrysos.
Anti-Catherians have no home to return to, so I understand your concern for your old friends and homeland. I used anti-Catherian technology, or scanning, as you might call it, to assess this car. Assuming my judgment is correct, I might be able to conduct a thorough overhaul of its power systems.
Oh, really?
Of
But
course, that's only if you, my lord, permit me to interact with it.
by all means, please proceed. But be careful. The Express's thrusters are extremely deadly.
You honor me with your trust. I will be very careful.
Naturally, John Hung's been taking care of that shit. Legus carefully scans the damaged propulsion system, methodically began inspecting its components. This is unbelievable. You seem to understand its structure perfectly. Have you repaired something like this before?
Not exactly, but we Anti-Catherians are inherently sensitive to machinery.
Honestly, I can
Carefully
understand
endowed
that.
our kind with a unique advantage for analyzing and learning. If you give me some time, I might be able to fully restore this damaged car to its former glory. Then you and your esteemed companion could set off on your return journey soon.
Yeah, we still have to take down the Sky God, though, right? Titan, though, right? But isn't the real issue with Aquila?
Hypothetically, Lord Donham, if I could open up a path out of Emphorius that circumvents Aquila's divine punishment, would you consider ceasing your support for the Flame Chase journey?
I don't understand. Does the Council of Elders possess some secret means of counteracting divine punishment?
It's best if you don't delve too deeply into that question, my lord. All you need to know is, I can make it happen.
Maybe this is not a decision by the Council of Elders, but rather his personal wish.
The crucial point is, if you and your companion are unwilling to halt your support for the Chrysos heirs, it could offend certain interests.
Oh, I knew he was evil. Even Dan Hong is like, this motherfucker right here. Forgive me, Lord Lygus, but I must be frank. When visiting Dawnblood, I reviewed the records of many council elders. Among them, only your background was nearly blank. I'd like to accept your goodwill, but given such a mysterious background and motives, anyone cautious would have doubts. That's fair too.
Your prudence impresses me, just as expected.
Are these people? Is this a trap? Is that why you accompanied me here?
Please don't misunderstand, Lord Donhung. As the Theoros, I have no allegiance to their plans, nor am I obliged to obstruct them. I am neutral. Out of respect for you, I hope to offer a peaceful solution to ensure the safety of you and your companion.
You actually think these fuckers can take on Dan Hung? 1 against 4. Just to confirm, if things turn ugly later, will you help?
I will not. As I said, I remain neutral. Are you asking this because you plan to refuse my offer and continue supporting the Chrysos heirs?
You weren't wrong about one thing, Lord Lygus. Indeed, we must try to return to our companions. But our companions now also include the flame-chasing Chrysos heirs. The Nameless cannot and will not ignore the fate of our companions.
So I see. This is what you call trailblazing.
When I asked if you'd help, I meant the ones who need help are them. That's right. Meanwhile, in the Grove of Epiphany. Ooh, that was actually a pretty good one. Hey! Is that me fighting someone?
You have such overwhelming powers. Why? Answer me. Why do you stand in our way? Why do you want to take the core flames?
Oh no! He can't hold on anymore! Drag him back here, friend!
Ah, that's when you meant by training help.
I'm okay. I can handle that kind of hit now. But a few months ago, that would have knocked me out. Thanks.
Damn it, I pressed too quick.
Thanks for the help. To face Aquila and other potential threats, I must sharpen myself with the most aggressive methods.
Even so, it's impressive you thought of this training method. Battling the phantoms of the past in the River of Time? It's just like the hyperbolic time sanctum that the bards described.
Dragon Ball Z reference!
It's working pretty well, wouldn't you say? But combat isn't just about strength and skill. You also need the right weapon. Compared to that guy's weapon, mine feels like a... Don't worry, I've already arranged that. Of course I need him. I asked him to make a suitable divine weapon for me. It's a little embarrassing to say this, but in order to help me, he deliberately turned down all other business.
Ooh.
Oh, Cartonis is part of this flame chase journey after all. Full of energy.
Thinking about how he's been recently, maybe you're right.
But, Finon, I've been somewhat concerned about you. Lately, you seem more and more fixated on that Swordmaster in black.
That's quite the sudden shift in topic.
Yes, it
I've
is.
been holding this question in for a long time. You're getting stronger, but seeds of unrest are also growing in me.
Don't worry. I'm not wielding my sword for revenge. He's been through Nikedor's trial and understands. Those who can't walk out of the shadows of their past are ultimately weak. Times have changed. The responsibility I bear is both precious and fragile. I wield my sword for the future of Amphorius. I will not let hatred cloud my judgment again and neglect my duties.
Good for you. You've really grown.
Far from finished. I must continue sharpening my skills until I can match their strength. Every time I say something, things get so serious. I don't want to be the person who... I'm out of energy for training today.
Sure, that's what I've been looking forward to. We deserve to enjoy ourselves after all the hard work. Today, I'm definitely going to... Oh, great idea! However...
That's the charm of this place. You can find whatever. The three of us might not be into scholarly books, but we could still spend an entire day at the Library of Philia.
Knowledge is power, baby. Alright, so... Oh, I'm right there. Okay. So... Wait, what? Wait, I'm so confused as to where I'm supposed to go. Oh. Duh. Wait. Wait. Alright, I think I'm going around. Do it. I don't think I've been in this area before. No, I should. I have to have if that's there. Come on, open. Open on dudes. Boopy boos. Wait, I went the wrong way. I always end up doing that. There we go, let's get some combat going. Show it off a little bit. So tribute stuff is already there. So let's get tribute stuff going.
You can do it!
Bring up team.
Have some sunshine!
Breaks over.
Who's here? Flying around! Lay this faint! Dispel the gloom! Restore the skies!
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. There you go.
Life is not so fragile. As you wish. Please open
Let's
up!
get him in that now. I'm gonna take that extra damage.
You can do it!
Boost myself. Ooh, that hurt. Ooh, ooh.
Please cherish this time. Root here.
You know.
Future is great. Embrace a new
There we go.
life.
Now we're gonna bring out the dragon. That out. That's why I had to kick that heal off. See? Boom.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Okay, here goes another one. Oof. Right. Damn, like a whole ass lineup there. Yeah, I was not dealing with that. I could probably just jump too early to go. Damn it, why do I keep doing that? Alright, there we go. I should definitely grab the fun and explore around more.
Here we are. Where was that slate last time? Was it here? Or maybe over here? I'm off to have some fun. It's free time now, so you should relax too.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Wait. How do I get down from here? Okay. I was trying so hard not to do that, but I couldn't figure out a way to get down. That's us right over here. Over the past few months, you've come here more than once, fishing out that small piece of essence from the ocean of knowledge that best suits your taste. Quite, you're quite relieved that Dunhine isn't around. No one will be there to judge your reading tastes. Hey, I chose the lunch. If it's non-standard reading, please return to its original place after time. Do not let any group professor discover it. 10 exclamation. These scholars don't use to become active decisions haven't forgotten their requirements. So this literature will use the rings. One punch god. I quit. Time to go through all of these. I'm not even gonna try to go down. Alright. Sorry about that.
Let's take a closer look.
Roommate came in for a quick second. Needs to borrow something. Alright. Oh. Oh. We're an optional thing. See what frame it's looking at. You gotta love the speed boost, man. Yeah. There we go.
Well, I thought I felt a draft just now. You could have just asked. Here, look, I'm reading this. Antiques Appraisal. How to Make a Fortune. You didn't know? After all this time we've known each other.
Actually, no, I did know.
I've spent a lot of time pondering how Aglaya became such an effective leader. Beyond the intangible qualities like personality and ethics. That's the perk of growing up in a big city, isn't it? For those of us in the sticks, luck doesn't come as easily. It's 30% grind, 70% fate. Oops, talk too much. As a leader, you need both integrity and... integrity and skill.
Now, I know what you was about to say, Fran. I agree. Okay.
Month of cultivation, curtain fall hour, a time to feast on greens, a poor time for fishing. Oh, but then again, are there even any spots left to fish in Emporius these days? You scared me! Bursting into someone's world like that can really catch them off guard. Well, no more jokes. There's nothing here. I'll go look elsewhere.
Something's odd about Mem. What are they flipping through?
Oh, these cards are so drooler. But the interpretation for each card is... What a coincidence! But you must be busy, so I won't bother you for now. Hope your day, every day, is...
So suspicious.
Okay.
Not like their usual selves.
Okay. Are you trying to read porn? Porn?
You sure are persistent. Alright. I'm totally helpless against your charm.
Damn right.
What are you guys chatting about? Is this the Emporius Divination Compendium?
Why are you here too?
Sorry, seeing you two chasing each other around. I suddenly found my book not that appealing anymore.
Fair.
Never thought Mem would be into divination. But it's not exactly a niche hobby. So why all the secrecy?
I wanted to set up a surprise! Master it in secret and give you all a shock. But getting caught halfway through, it's only natural I'd feel shy. A girl's heart is more delicate than Aquila's ever-changing moods.
Can't wait for March to actually
A
meet
surprise, huh? Someone else used to tell me the same. She was really good at stargazing and divination, especially with cards. Yeah, just like the ones you're looking at.
And you must be pretty familiar with all sorts of divination techniques with a friend like that.
No, I know nothing about it. I've never really believed in using cards or bones to predict the future. If the good omens foretold by divination were true, my hometown, Heidi's Elysia, wouldn't have disappeared.
Fair.
Don't forget, we've got Lady Trina. Every other form of divination is just smoke and mirrors or cleverly rehearsed tricks compared to her flawless prophecies.
I mean, it's not
To me,
bad.
divination could be a power that guides our spirits. They always cast a shadow in front of us, clouding our view of the future. That's why people turn to divination. It's just to find a small reason to give them courage to face the unknown. After all, the first chapter of the Divination Compendium discusses the significance of divination. I'm just expanding on that a bit.
Strange. That person I knew used to say similar things. Looking back, whenever she interpreted a card for me, I couldn't help but feel uneasy. Even though I never believed in the outcomes. Maybe it was her tone. Cyrene. She could paint a complete fantasy so vividly, it utterly captivated me as a child. Right, I still carry a card she once used. Do you want to see it?
Oh, wow! It's so exquisite! I'd love to have a card like
Bruh.
that.
Bruh.
Oh, now that you mention it, yes. It would be even better if it were made of, say, crystal.
Speaking of which, partner, there's something I haven't shared with you all. Remember our first trip to the Temple of the Three Fates? The riddle that Orin exposed to us?
Oh, what was that?
Who's there?
Who's there?
You are...
These folks are up to no good.
Black clothing. Masks decorated with golden blood. Are they cleaners?
To directly call us by our name, it seems you, Lord Finan, have studied the forgotten history of Amphorius quite thoroughly. Your friend seems quite interested in us. Perhaps you could explain, Lord Finan. It would be the polite thing. We can't let
Don't
our
matter, I'll fix
esteemed
it.
guests pass away without understanding.
During the Chrysos War, to combat the Chrysos heirs, several cities formed an underground assassin squad called the Cleaners. Their task was to erase anyone with golden blood from existence. Assassination, poisoning, political persecution. They would do anything to achieve their objective.
Well, this historical perspective seems biased, glossing over the Chrysos heirs' abuse of divine powers and their blatant initiation of war in order to defame our predecessors. Could you disclose the name of the author behind this popular legend, Lord Finan? I'd hate for the innocent children of Akamar to be tainted by such slanted narratives.
You should have stayed buried in the dust of history. The Citizens' Assembly has once again legitimized the mission of the Chrysos heirs. But as for you, not one citizen would cast their vote for you. Executioners lurking in the shadows.
Reach final.
What does it matter? We've long since stopped expecting to be understood. People have become too accustomed to peace, and they've forgotten the disasters that arose from allowing generations of the Chrysos heirs to rule.
Complete nonsense. Did you really travel all the way to the Grove just to have an argument?
I enjoy dealing with people as straightforward as you, Lord Finan. You've probably figured out why we've come before you.
Keep your cool, partner. They've come out of the shadows, which suggests they have something up their sleeves. Alright, let's hear it. What are you hiding? But watch your language, and don't say anything you might regret. My shoulders might be sore, and my sword a tad dull, but it's still enough to slice off your tongues.
Let's take him out. It's gonna be a cutscene.
How's it going, Cinny? This place fits, doesn't it? It's a bit small, but the lighting is perfect.
Thank you, Lady Treby. With this, the Twilight Courtyard can be reborn in Akama. Do you like it here too, little Ika?
It's so bright here. Maybe you should rename it? How about Luminous Courtyard?
Lady Treby makes a good point. But Twilight Courtyard carries the long history of the descendants of the sky, and I'd like it to continue.
Right. How does the legend go again?
Even Lady Treby forgets things.
We just haven't prepared lessons in a while now, so we're a bit rusty. Just give us some... now we remember. Kremnos in the Firmament, Volume 3, Section 5. With Seliosi, the Day Thunder Knight, striking down the Eye of Twilight, the divine war between Nikador and Aquila, which spanned centuries, came to an end. Thereafter, the Skyfolk gradually declined. Numerous sky fortresses were abandoned, and their descendants began to establish themselves on the land. Finally, those descended from Seliosi the Day Thunder Knight were welcomed by the scholars under Circes and established the Twilight Courtyard in the Grove. The historical records seem slightly at odds with our memories. But the details from that time have become somewhat hazy to us.
Oh, I forgot. For Lady Treby, history is more than just words on a page. It's something you've personally lived through. Little Ika loves listening to the stories from the legends. I'm sure you're also imagining one day you'll be as awe-inspiring as the winged beasts by Seliosi's side. That day will come. I believe it. Just keep growing. Lord Crediros?
Miss Hyacinth and Lady Treby, good to see you're doing all right. I heard from the citizens you were nearby and came to check.
Doing all right. What's going on, Crediros?
There's been another violent incident at the market. A shop was smashed and looted. It's the third time this week.
How can this be? I always thought that with Lady Aglaya here, Akama would remain peaceful.
That was true in the past. But these days, forgive my bluntness, her senses may not be as sharp as they once were.
Peggy.
In my opinion, malevolent forces have noticed the slack in the golden threads and are now plotting to exploit the opportunity.
The Citizens' Assembly just wrapped up. Why is there still unrest?
The Chrysos heirs won by only one vote, Lady Treby. From my years of experience, a narrow victory often walks hand in hand with unrest.
Trouble! Miss Hyacinth! Trouble! Clementine! Take it, please! Something terrible has happened at Marmorial Pal!
What is it, Doctor? Calm yourself and talk us...
Lady Aglaya! It's Lady Aglaya who's in trouble!
Oh shit.
I still remember. This bath that overlooks the entire palace was built by the Council of Elders 900 years ago. Its purpose was to commemorate the first flame chase journey, and to remember the heroes who made great sacrifices for Amphorius a millennium ago. Rules were set then. No one was allowed to enter, apart from guests invited by the Gold Weaver. But, I guess, you're no longer pretending to follow the rules, are you, Lady Kindness?
You ageless witch, hiding behind a divine facade to deceive mortals. We've been far too kind with you.
Wow, bitch can't take a loss.
Kind? There's no need to use such a word to cover up your incompetence.
Yeah, she didn't like that.
Alexandros humiliated all of you before the citizens. If you still had any shred of shame, you'd throw yourselves from Dawn Cloud at the curtainfall hour to salvage the last fragments of your dignity.
Demigod, why not gaze into the water's reflection and see the wretched? These days you're not only blind, but also deaf. The cleaners were born for this moment. When all orders, rules, and laws fail to restrain you, it's time for the dagger to pass judgment.
If you're in such a hurry, give it a try.
Going toe-to-toe with a demigod? We're not that foolish. The dagger isn't at your throat, but...
Your gravest accusation is that my humanity is fading. And you claim my concern for mortal joys and sorrows is nothing but a facade. If that accusation holds, what makes you think the lives of these civilians will sway me in the slightest?
Fine. I'll gladly use a few more words to shatter that demigod facade of yours. Like I said, you're not only blind, but deaf too. You failed to notice the thefts we arranged in the market, nor did you catch wind of the meetings happening in the Droma's workshop. Plots of humanity? Fading? Aglaya, why not use your precious golden thread to peer into my thoughts? See if the...
In this moment, I only regret not being more ruthless. Because
You finally figured it out. You have grown dull. I've been holding that image in my mind this whole time to make sure you could see it clearly.
I want you to have this knucklebone talisman.
That girl who can't speak or hear. What if she accidentally lost her? You know better than anyone what it feels like to lose your sight. Imagine if 1,000 years ago you, already blind, had also lost your voice and hearing in your youth. Would you still have become the... Look at those broken, pleading eyes. How disappointing. If this plan fails, we still have dozens of splendid parting gifts prepared.
I thought I could buy some more time. In these 1,000 years, I've witnessed the fall of 10 titans. From my naive arrogance at the beginning to
She gonna get taken out.
how to guide others. Now, it's time to let go. I should be grateful. Grateful that I've reached this moment. To let my departure become a path for others to follow. Have I done enough? If I embrace that prophecy now, and sink into the warmth of these waters, will the wandering wind stop to mourn me, Cyphra?
Look at this box full of gold and silver treasures! I bet there's stuff here you've never seen. Come on! As we agreed, I want to buy the most valuable clothes you have.
Little thief! You've got some nerve, barging into my shop dressed in those tattered rags. What have you brought? Let me see.
Here, take a look. Only the finest goods. See the sapphire? It's even more blue than Fagusa's eyes.
Such exquisite luster. I've only seen an ocean's tear of this quality in my mother's...
Wait. You've seen one before. And here I thought I'd leave you speechless. What a letdown.
It's just an old memory. My family estate all burned to ashes long ago. This workshop is what I built from scratch.
Wow! A daughter rebuilding her family business. How?
Mind your manners, Kitty. Tell me, Cyphra, where did you come from? And how did you acquire these treasures?
I won them fair and square in a bet. What? Do you doubt me? Speak up, seamstress. Give me a straight answer.
Strange. You're clearly lying to my face, but my golden thread doesn't tremble at all.
That's because I'm not lying. I've been telling the truth from the start.
Bruh, professional con artist.
The scars and the mud stains on your face tell another story.
Come on. Can we just do business without all this chatter? Don't worry.
How can I trust a word you say when you're so skilled at lying?
Dealing with you rich people is such a pain. Always wasting my time.
Hold on. Your treasure? I'll accept it. But these alone aren't enough to pump said. I do have something that would suit you perfectly.
Oh. What do you have in mind?
Look. Come a bit closer.
Oh, it's shimmering gold. Absolutely stunning.
These golden boots are the gold weaver's greatest treasures. Though not as valuable as the most precious gowns, they hold a magical power. Legend has it that Zagreus blessed these boots, allowing anyone who wears them to move swiftly and silently. Put them on, Cyphra. And don't get caught again. A face as lovely as yours deserves better protection.
You rich folks just love sticking your noses in everything, don't you? Well, I'm taking these now, so don't get any second thoughts.
What's wrong?
Do you have a smaller size? These are way too...
Well, I suppose you'll have to grow into them.
Do you have to interrupt me in the middle of my story? Fake. Let's...
Those boots definitely don't hold Zagreus' divine power. You're Amphorius' most cunning liar. And even you were fooled by a Glyad.
Watch your mouth, or I'll feed you to the fish in the River of Souls. Weren't you curious how I got tangled up with that seamstress?
Well...
I didn't expect such a simple story. How disappointing. But, boss lady, there's a chance Aglaia wasn't trying to trick you?
You're defending her.
No. I just think the story's so moving, it'd be a shame to ruin it with a lie. If I could cry, I'd be in tears right now.
Good thing you've still got a sharp tongue, or you'd have been stuck guarding someone's front door ages ago.
Enough chit-chat. Let's take a look at this place. The city of Styxia.
Look how beautiful she is.
Let me take a good sniff of this air.
Sniffing the air.
This air, it's
filled with the scent of treasure everywhere. Wonderful. Just wonderful. Thanks to Castorus and Grey Mystery, the ancient city's barrier was finally dispelled. Now that I think about it, helping them was well worth it. Time for treasure hunting, Barto! Lead the way, and whatever we find, we'll split 80-20.
Well, I have a suggestion. How about 70-30 instead?
Listen closely. Do you hear that? The gnawfish in the River of Souls are growling with hunger.
80-20 it is. How generous you are, Boss Lady Cypher.
Anyway, what's with all this water? It's damp, cold, and miserable here. I hate it.
Ooh, the mighty demigod of trickery. Uneasy around water.
You wouldn't understand. The people of Dolos are talented in many ways. Just, not in swimming. Why don't we have a race? Long distance, sprint, or laps?
What's got you so worked up? Relax, relax. Who would have thought the fearless Lady Cypher was afraid of water?
Can't hate getting wet. What's so hard to understand about that? Now, hurry up and figure out a way across. Or I might have to reconsider our split.
Don't rush me. Got it. Let's use that thing. Come on.
Not a good imitation. I'll play along. Let's see where this goes, Bartolos.
Tell me, how did you hunt for treasure when I wasn't around, Boss Lady?
Alright, so, see?
I'll do my best to act like an adult so you don't have to worry about me, little Hyacinth.
Throw her in there and I need to get her real quick. She's not bad. Her stuff needs to be upgraded though. That's why she's so big. Check her. I need to upgrade her stuff too. Okay. Yeah, since it's her story, I think I'll use Iblaya specifically so that way I don't have to worry about
like we did before. And to trick me into saying something. Not a chance.
You're as sharp as ever.
Sticking around real quick.
Was this device designed by priests of Ornyx? Do you think you can handle it?
Don't underestimate me, boss. Just find a cozy dry corner and wait for me. Mission accomplished. Now you don't have to worry about your tail getting wet.
Not bad, but just a warning. If this thing fails...
Don't worry, trust me. For that sweet 20% cut of the loot, I'll make sure you're taken care of.
I feel like
this feels truly magical.
I feel like he would have accepted that.
We're here. Can we turn off this spotlight now? It's really blinding.
No problem. Just use the device over there to shut it off.
Hang on. I want to check over here real quick. Aha. Gotcha. Oh, so it's keeping the spotlight on me.
The scent of gold coins, gems, and fine leather. It's so refreshing. Yes. Right here. What are you waiting for? Stop.
Excavation mode? Bruh.
That's a huge chest. Wow, a massive haul. Unbelievable. It's hard to imagine the kind of luxurious life the people of Styxia once led. As expected for a realm of Fagusa's disciples. This entire chest is filled with ornaments made from oceans.
Thanks for the gift, boss. Look at the clarity of this purple crystal. It matches my skin tone perfectly. Let me try it on.
How long have we known each other? I can't believe you still fall for this.
How could I have forgotten about this? Oh, it's true, and a lie becomes reality. What a convenient ability.
The demigod of trickery's divine gift. Far more practical than any golden thread or teleporter. All right, enough fooling around. Here's the real thing. Lead the way?
Cipher rules. I've already pinpointed the next trove of treasure. Starting at boss lady, we're set to make a fortune this time. Got any plans on how to spend it?
Of course. Spend nothing.
Isn't that like... Once activated, this thing makes a racket that can be heard for miles. It's just used to...
Seriously, what was the Titan thinking when they came up with this thing? If you don't want the trickery to be exposed, you'd better start by keeping your mouth shut.
Boss lady, you're absolutely right. I'll be careful with my words.
They just fucking slipped up.
This thing's way too loud when it's on.
Ah.
Here we go round the river of souls. Spirit they go, spirit they go.
There's a big guy guarding this place.
Yeah, big and dumb. Just a pure lump of stupidity.
Cat and mouse time! Look at its face. Oh my, how could something be so ugly?
Yeah, so ugly. Ugly enough to make even me, a little imp without a digestive system, feel nauseous.
If that ugly brute messes up my face, even the stoic Talantin might end up shedding a tear.
Indeed, that would be heartbreaking. Clearly running away is a sensible choice.
So, how about you take the front?
Right. Fleeing, it's a rogue. Huh?
Huh.
Is it coming?
Oh, he went straight for Cypher. That bitch. Nice. Is that because I had the magnet thing up?
Smells of money.
Come to me. Guide me to Rainbow Bridge.
Oh, I can't wait to get Cypher.
Thank you, friend.
This faint look. Dispel the blue. Restore the skies.
Found me.
Nice.
Time for revolution.
Didn't even get a chance to go yet.
Watch closely. Delivering more.
Let's get stuff set up.
The way is fraught with difficulties.
You want to take
Okay.
advantage?
The future is bright. You can't.
I'm gonna go for some basic hits right now. There we go.
Amateur.
That hurt.
Countless threads.
Thus our fate
Not Gladius setup.
one.
Since this is my Glade team, it's not. Ooh.
Safe bottom, like a wisp of silk.
It's coming. I feel that
So this should put that that font
Our
thing
cute
on him.
play session is over.
What's it? What is it called? Entanglement. Wait, no. Yeah, entanglement. Gives them entanglement. So that improves damage. Let me see what this does. Gives plus damage, 2 damage, equal to the percentage of the current tally kept by talent. T1 any roll reduces.
Time is money, you know.
Ooh.
Wait any longer and you'll know with enough believers, lies become reality. Yes!
Woo. Nice.
Such an ugly and useless creature, taken down with just a couple of hits. How boring. Hey, Bartolos, are you still alive? Give us a squeak if you are.
Yeah! I mean, squeak!
Look at you, all shaken up. Can't handle it. Should be safe here now.
Aye, aye, boss lady.
It doesn't smell like anything valuable this time. Since we've already... Huh.
Oh, these journals.
This was tragic.
Probably not. I've never seen or heard of anyone. At least, I'm still left for Dolos. Guess this city wasn't so lucky. It does seem unfair, doesn't it? Just because they were born in the wrong place, they had to face such devastation. Meanwhile, those in Akama, simply because they're supported by the world-bearing Titan, continue to survive.
Yeah, the world just isn't fair, is it? Speaking of the world-bearing Titan, Slaver, didn't you tell me once you used to be an apprentice at Kepali's Priestly Corps?
Huh. Did I?
Yeah, you definitely told me, and I remember it clearly. Maybe it's been so long you haven't.
Ah, right. I did tell you. It wasn't a big deal. I just snuck in with... Honestly, I was only interested in the wallets of the old grandpas on the council back then. Don't remember much else.
Oh, I see. But you in a priest's robe? No, that's hard to picture.
Who asked you to picture that? Besides, priest robes from 1,000 years ago were nothing like the ones today.
Right. I didn't think about that. I was just curious if you ever overheard anything interesting from those priests.
How ridiculous. Come on.
Okay,
Where did this roadblock come from? Ugh, this is so annoying. The treasure is right in front of us.
Oh dear, we're stuck here. But should we call on that big, noisy, cumbersome hand of...
Never thought that thing would actually come in handy. All right. Do you want to handle...
I don't need a controller. After all... Hand of Zagreus.
Hey, alright. It's coin collecting time. If anyone sees anything, let me know. I really don't see any coins. I guess it's not always coins every time.
Not bad. However, I still don't see how this ties into trickery.
Let's go to the next room.
Hey, slow down. That question you asked. You know, that question. The one you specifically asked me.
Forgive me, boss lady, but have you been under a lot of stress lately? I didn't ask anything.
Oh, is that so? Maybe you're right. I have been a little on edge lately. I need to... Twinkle, twinkle in my chest, how this core flame is the best.
Damn it, I should have waited. I wanted to hear the rest of that.
Feels like something incredible.
Incredible indeed. If
need to give instructions here. Get it? Oh, isn't this a golden scapegoat?
Oh, isn't there a myth about this thing? Those who feared fire became sheep. Those who did not became
Sheep, humans, whatever. All I know is unlocking this gets us treasure.
puzzles and tricks are right up my alley. Just leave it.
Oh, I still gotta do it. Okay. God, I hate these things. Okay. There we go. One of the easiest ones I've ever done.
Told you, nothing can stop me. Cyber, it's your turn now.
Stop. Stay there. And don't turn around.
Huh? Whoa.
I told you.
My poor old back.
Shh, quiet. Don't say any. That seamstress. She's listening.
What? Boss, do you mean?
Stay put and keep quiet. I'll help. Whoa, whoa. Seamstress. Getting sneaky, aren't we? Did you think I wouldn't notice your little spies lurking around me?
As time passes, I find myself leaning more and more on blind luck. With only the power of this little nymph, naturally I couldn't slip past your sharp eyes, Cyphera.
Even if you could fully control Bartolos's mind, I would still be able to see through your disguise. You've gone to such lengths to spy on my every move. What exactly are you after? I've told you before, you don't need me to succeed. Why don't you just let this go? I already made an exception and got involved with Castorus and Grey Mystery. Asking for more now. Isn't that pushing your luck a bit too far?
I'm sorry, Cyphera. I've plotted and schemed my whole life. But I've spent centuries trying to figure out where I went wrong. Replaying every moment over and over. But you've never given me a chance to explain myself, face to face.
Don't talk to me like that. You know I can't take it.
1,000 years ago, out of foolishness, I let my...
Ice humans.
So this time, I must say this to you. Even if it's all in vain. I need you, Cyphera. The Chrysos Heir's mission needs you. The finale I've delayed for far too long. It's finally here. Whatever resentment you still hold against me will fade once I'm gone. Please, come back to Akama. I'm begging you. Without you, they don't stand a chance.
I'll think about it, seamstress. But stop watching me. Unless you want to lose me for good.
Don't worry. As much as I'd love to hear your voice again, to see your face, it seems that chance will never come. Goodbye, Cyphera.
Goodbye, Aglaya.
What a shame. I thought there'd be some real treasure under...
Turns out,
Everything in that chest was soaked in water from the River of Souls. Those relics were once priceless. But
Aww, hearing that from you makes it... Wait, why am I getting all sentimental? I haven't even processed what just happened. Oh!
if you see her, let her know this. As Den-
Could it have been back then? When...
do you remember now? Looks like you don't need me to jog your memory. She must have slipped that nymph into your pocket. Don't underestimate that bug. It's every bit as dangerous as the seamstress's golden thread. Let your guard down for even a second, and it might take over.
Whoa, that's like some brainwashing monster straight out of the Black Tide! Boss, how did you realize something was wrong? I'm curious. What did...
Actually, it gave itself away very.
Speaking of the world-bearing titan, Cypher,
We've been partners in crime for 1,000 years. We've talked about everything there is to talk about. Except... absolutely wouldn't have shared that with anyone.
but, boss lady, there's a chance Aglaya was...
And as far as I know, the embodiment of trickery despises that golden thread, which isn't that right? Zagreus.
You have a terrifyingly sharp mind.
After all, I'm the only one in the world who knows you're still alive. To make sure you survive the Titan trial, I had to fool the entire world. If you want to keep your life from falling apart, you'd better keep playing your part in the days ahead.
Even if it weren't for saving my worthless little life, I still walk through fire for Cypher without hesitation.
You may have been reduced to this form, but you still haven't lost your way with words.
Speaking of which, Cypher, you're not taking that wicked woman's life's been pretty great lately. Why get into trouble now?
Honestly, I've been thinking. Maybe a trip back now wouldn't be too bad.
You're back again, so...
Cyphera.
I need clothes. Anything. Just throw me something. A piece of cloth will do. I will pay back the amount I owe.
You...
Yes. What about? So what if I'm one of those chrysosairs they talk about? Those infinitely strong heroes.
Cyphera.
Oh, I'm sorry to disappoint. Who knew that group of amazing...
Stop it, Cypher. I'll give you clothes. Stay here. Stay...
Aren't you going to ask me? Right. What's the use? I'm so...
I don't need to ask. Nor do I need to use the golden thread. I know everything you do is for survival. At all costs. Stay here. You won't have to deal with the cold or go hungry again. Stay by my...
Aren't you worried I'll ruin this place's reputation?
I wouldn't have invited you if I were worried about those things.
You're weird, seamstress. You know, I've tried not to become a liar. But honestly, what makes you think I won't?
Because I can feel it. Not with the power of a demigod. That's why you keep coming by, but also why you hesitate to stay longer. After taking over Nestia's divine authority, I became used to letting the golden thread distinguish sincerity from falsehood. Cyphera, you're... Stay here with me.
You've got a way of talking that's hard to follow. All right, let's make it a deal. You have one day to change your mind. Once...
Damn. These folks in black, not responding to provocation. What do they seem intent to fight? What exactly are they waiting for?
Pressure. Fear. Planting seeds of anxiety. It seems this is the strategy they've chosen.
Wow. An organization that sees it as their mission to eradicate the Chrysos heirs. I've read some chilling accounts, stories of the cleaners using alchemical arts to implant fragments of memories into their successors, ensuring both identity and hatred live on.
From what I know, these stories are true. The kindness we know today, strictly speaking, is the 27th kindness.
Ah, that's why she's a member.
The rise of the cleaners was both inevitable and necessary. Yet their ruthless and twisted methods earned them nothing but disdain and condemnation from history.
And still they endure. An organization persisting through time, now working tirelessly to obstruct the flame chase. Are they truly so terrified of the Era Nova the Chrysos heirs strive for?
Even in these crumbling end times, there are always those who find ways to profit from the chaos, to ask the vested interests to abandon their status, wealth, and ambitions in this world for a distant ideal. Maybe no easier than creating a miracle.
It's kind of fair. I wonder where Hero is now. If they're targeting me, he definitely won't escape their notice either. I hope all is well. Is that?
There you are, Lord Dunham. We couldn't reach you on the teleslate, so the Holy City Guard almost assumed you two had met some terrible fate. You pests crawling in the shadows, back off. Your plot ends here.
Rita Rose!
You played your hand. Run while you still can. It might be your only chance to survive. Stay away from Akama forever. If you set foot there again, the fury of its people will tear you apart. Because Aglaya is dead, and in the eyes of the Holy City citizens, her blood is on your hands.
Damn, so she actually is dead. Oh my god.
Looks like she was wrong about you.
She? Are you talking about the mask?
Well, she thought you were weak. She believed that even when you were
Misinterpreting mercy for weakness shows how arrogant and foolish your master is. They're still alive. With proper care, they'll pull through in a few days. But I must warn you, I haven't fought a human in ages. I can't guarantee I'll always be able to hold back. They're lucky they're still alive. If you feel as lucky as they are, try me.
Bro, you sound so cool.
Finan is seriously upset.
Get out of here. Don't show your face around us again. If your master wants to stop the flame chase journey...
I've said it more than once, Lord Finan. We came only to ensure you weren't anywhere else. While you were unaware, we already accomplished our mission. To buy time. So, Lord Finan.
I'd have killed them.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Anyone who uses innocent lives as... Probably a desperate gamble. I guess the opposition, the Council of Elders, is still desperately fighting to obstruct the flame chase journey. If the conspiracy is exposed, they'll be hunted down in the Holy City like rats with nowhere to run. No matter where they hide. Teleslate.
Uh-oh. They're getting the news. Oh, here it comes. Oh god. Global announcement. Due to force majeure, the World Wide Web hours will be temporarily suspended. Please stay calm and remain in your homes. Go through the enable. Lady Goldweaver deceased. Please return to the Holy City at once. I know it's hard to leave, but please come back soon. On my way. Oh no! Oh my god! It's true.
Is this blasted?
But in the trailer, you see the Clier making an announcement to talk about the sky. What the fuck?
what should we do now?
Stay on course. I'll contact Treeby and ask her to keep the citizens calm. We'll hurry back to Akama as fast as possible and assess the situation in the city. If we run into... I won't be merciful this time.
Shouldn't have been merciful the first time. I would have used my bat to bash those assassin skulls in.
Cartonis? Oh, you're forging a sword for Finan, aren't you? I haven't seen you wield the hammer in so long. I couldn't help but be entranced by the sight.
You, Aglaia, in this form, you come to me. It means...
That's right. At this moment,
I knew
my
it.
physical form is already shattered. My journey as a human in this world has come to an end. It's time to fulfill our pact.
Of course. The pact I haven't forgotten.
She's got some tricks up her sleeve. They
The
thought they
thing I
had
entrusted to you. Do you still have it?
Far too plain this vessel is. Not worthy of you. Do you still insist?
I insist. Over the past 1,000 years, every piece of fabric I've worked with has been tainted by my cold divinity. It's made me hate their colors, texture, and scent. This ornament stands apart. It was a gift from a child. She was pure and kind. I often wished my childhood could have been like hers.
How to say goodbye to everyone? Have you already planned?
I'm afraid there's no such detailed plan this time. I deeply regret not being able to say farewell to them, one by one. The moment has come. My departure will give them one less thing to worry about. This parting gift should help ease the regret of such a sudden goodbye.
Invented for the Titans, Kremnos' soul-forging technology was. Though divinity it retains, filtered out, the remnants of humanity will be. Is that what you want, Aglaia?
You've confirmed this with me repeatedly. Yes, Cartonis. I need you to do this for me. Condense my divinity into this ornament. It might still be useful in the future to help them complete their mission.
Selfless until the end. Envy that child, there's no need to. Already lived a grand life your humanity has.
Bro, this is super sad.
Your praise puts my heart at ease, Grand Craftsman. Now, please, take me through the last tempering that fate has to offer.
And Aglaia's gone. Damn.
And the city is silent. And tension is building with every passing second. The news is probably spread by now. Every household is locked up tight. And all the market stalls have closed down temporarily. I can't imagine how she could have been taken down by a handful of assassins. Unless it's all a part of her plan. If this is all part of a larger plan, Treeby must know something. She just couldn't say it in the message. Let's...
Immediately. God damn it. Just let me go. God, it won't let me just press the button to go. Alright, so I guess I'm just like right here. It wants me to walk. Okay.
Dunham came back before us. Worry. The cleaners didn't lay a hand on us. Lord Kratos,
Were you in the city when it happened? What exactly went down?
Regrettably, no one knows the details of that moment. Eyewitnesses only saw...
It's fine.
Eyewitnesses at the Memorial Palace saw Aglaia fall from the Chrysos airbath.
Oh, gods!
She showed no signs of life by the time the Holy City Guards approached to check. They were too afraid to jump to conclusions. After all, she was a demigod who lived for over 1,000 years, the leader of the Chrysos heirs. Most citizens of the city believed that death couldn't touch her. She was pierced through the heart by a uniquely crafted dagger. I saw it for myself. It's one of the weapons carried by the cleaners.
No, that doesn't make sense. The ones who appeared in the grove, and those who confronted Don Hung in the Abyss, didn't immediately resort to violence. They were just watching and trying to intimidate. They didn't have any reason, nor the courage to...
I'll stay here to lead the guards and maintain order. Find out what happened, but don't take too long. With Aglaia gone, someone has to take her place and lead Akama. Also, Miss Hyacinth was the one who declared Aglaia dead. You might want to speak with her.
Thank you, Lord Crateros.
Damn. Okay.
My mouths are empty.
Yeah, it really does want us to walk. Don't let us go anywhere else. Which is fine. I want the ghost story. I didn't think I'd feel this sad.
Hyacinth.
You're back.
You're hired for Kratos. Excuse me, are you alright?
I've been staying close to Lady Treeby and Lady Trinan after the incident. It's great that you could come back so quickly. They need...
Are the two of them holding up?
Not well. After all, we witnessed Lady Aglaia's last moments. I tried to treat her immediately, but declaring her death was the hardest thing I've ever had to do as a doctor. Lord Finan, don't push yourself. You're carrying a heavier burden now.
It's fine. I can handle it.
I wasn't expecting it
What
so
I've
early.
lost is a mentor and a comrade in arms. But for Treeby and Trinan, they've lost a 1,000-year-old bond. Like they're losing a part of their lives. You should rest, Hyacinth. You've been awake for a long time, haven't you? We'll handle things from here.
Okay. See you later, everyone.
Next, we should visit Lady Treeby.
I'm just... Bro, I'm honestly sad.
Snowy. Little Gray. You're back.
Lady Treeby,
Snowy, don't. Please don't apologize to us. You went to the grove to prepare yourself for the threats to Akama. You didn't do anything wrong, so don't be hard on yourself. We were always by Aggie's side throughout this long journey. So, we understood her thoughts better than anyone. She knew she wouldn't see the end of the Flame Chase journey. Yet,
She gave everything without hesitation. For the future of everyone.
I know what Aglaya expected of me. Right now, the last thing Akuma needs is a leader wallowing in self-pity.
The scroll over there was entrusted to us by Aggie. I think now's the right time.
I'm almost positive now's the right time. Ah. Okay. That's gonna be there forever, so I can always take a look at it.
My humble student, my trusted colleague. As I write this, you are locked in a battle of words with the Council of Elders, fighting for the survival of the Flame Chase journey on a battlefield where the smoke of war is invisible. I deeply regret and feel guilty for hastily pushing you and the Trailblazer into the debate. But please forgive me. At that moment, I could not afford to show any sign of weakness before you, as it would have crushed your morale. I considered the debate a routine affair, assuming I could win merely with the support and experience we'd accumulated over centuries. But I underestimated kindness and her party's cunning, and also the deterioration of my own senses. The trap was likely set by the debater Calictus. He had prepared a severed golden thread in advance, revealing it to the public when kindness was faltering in the debate. He claimed I was reading everyone's thoughts with the golden thread to cheat in the debate. I could have countered that low tactic in 100 ways, but my words slipped out before I could even think about them. With deceitful scoundrels like you in the crowd, I have no choice but to rely on the golden thread to keep watch over everything in this holy city. You can imagine the reaction that comment provoked. At that moment, I felt my time was running short. The divinity in this body might be eternal, but that is not the essence of me. I am a daughter of humanity, born of my mother, and I will die as a human. Realizing that my humanity was fading, I began to plan my exit. What kind of departure would not waste such a belated death? I have yet to find the ideal answer. But I knew I couldn't simply fade away in my sleep like anyone else. The serpents have always lurked in the darkness, terrified of their heads being cut off by the golden thread. If my departure were to be calm and uneventful, it would only lead to a swarm of those serpents emerging from their nests. Regrettably, a peaceful death is a luxury I cannot afford. I must feign weakness deliberately to make those serpents lose patience and act rashly. Just as they think they've struck and sunk their fangs into my heels, that's when I'll strike back, igniting the final blaze to burn away the threats hidden in the shadows.
I don't think it went as she planned.
The blaze soaring into the sky might sow fear and confusion, but I have no worries about people losing their way. After all, Akuma still has you to guide them, Vinan. You're not perfect, Finan. I've witnessed your confusion, recklessness, and deep sensitivity, dawn after dawn. The heavy burdens of your past have always weighed you down, inflicting deep pain. Yet, in your way, you are perfect. You embrace everyone's imperfections, always ready to find the precious qualities hidden beneath their rough exteriors. Unconditionally. That might be what sets our Sky Father Kefili apart from other deities. They recognize the imperfections in their creations, yet still choose to shine their light on them, offering protection with unconditional love. Finan, while you zealously pursued strife, believing it to be your destined path, from the very beginning, my thoughts have never changed. You are the destined world-bearer of Amphorius. The gate to Amphorius' future. Go, complete the flame-chased journey of the prophecy. Ignite the stars, and inspire hope in the hearts of humanity. I will be waiting at the end of the West Wind, looking forward to the miracle you will create.
Adlaya, how could I possibly be worthy of the burning torch you've passed into my hands? Dawn, can you do me a favor?
Whatever I can help with, just say the word.
Please deliver a message to Lord Crateros. Have him gather the Holy City guards and the Cremnoans to spread the word from door to door. At the lucid hour tomorrow, Finan will speak at the Memorial Palace. Urge everyone who has concerns about the Holy City's future and the Flame Chase journey to attend this gathering. Tell them Aglaya has left Amphorius the seeds of hope.
Understood.
It's been a harrowing day for everyone. Please make sure to rest well and collect your thoughts. I need to prepare.
Oh? Cartonis. Cartonis.
What brings you to Memorial Palace? I planned to get everything settled before coming to see you. Is there something urgent, Cartonis?
How are you holding up, I wanted to see. Better than I expected, you seem.
There's no room for doubt anymore. It's time to take action and show everyone that the leadership of the Chrysos heirs is still strong.
Fuck yeah, it's Phanon.
Right.
No, you know what? You know what? I might just grab you. I was gonna skip you, but I might grab you. Actually, I'm a horrible person. I think I've grabbed every female that's come out and I haven't grabbed a single dude. Don't get me wrong, I'd try for a Nexa. If I had used that one pool before the update happened, before the maintenance went down, I would have had it.
Prepare for battle.
No doubt.
For tomorrow, wield your
But I guess I'll have to go for Phanon, because he's the only male I haven't gotten.
Chrysos heir.
I need to have a male Chrysos.
Dawnmaker.
Naxa was the one I really wanted, though. I wanted Naxa more than anyone. Honestly, now that I have that HP team, I wish I had gotten Mighty. Not that I didn't try.
You've recreated this so precisely, just from what I described.
Precise, your description. Imbued it with the power of dawn I already have. Guided by your will, gleam with golden flames. Its blade will wield it. May triumph always be yours.
Thank you, Cartonis. I will use this sword to protect the beings of Emphorius.
Another thing there is.
What's this?
Stored here, the remnants of Aglaya's divinity are. This was her commission. Her death she had long foreseen.
Can she still hear us?
It's difficult to confirm. About divinity, we know very little. In this way, she wanted to be with you. Always.
I understand. Let me keep it. With this, I'll have another constant companion by my side. May this world never have a need for a deliverer. Someone told me long ago, but when the world dashed her hopes and fell into disarray, if she could see me now, leading from the front, rallying people against their destiny, she would surely smile.
So I feel like we're going to start seeing stuff like this. Things with March is still happening too, so we got to remember
Will
that.
the Holy City continue without Lady Goldweaver? Look, Lord Finan is here.
Elegance.
Will she step up to lead Akama?
Not long ago, I spoke at the Citizens' Assembly at dawn.
Here we go.
I wrestled with every word, searching for the right ones to rally support
and keep the Chrysos heir's flame chase alive. In the end, I remembered a lesson from one of my teachers. In battles where words are weapons, outrage and blind passion often overpower reason. I followed his strategy. I painted my opponents as nothing more than pests, tore apart their character, and laid out their crimes.
You're here.
The strategy worked. I secured enough votes to achieve my goal, but afterward, there wasn't even a flicker of joy. I realized that apparent victory masked a deeper failure. In my pursuit of success, I fueled division and strayed far from my very purpose that led me to the Flame Chase journey. This journey was supposed to unify, not divide. To strengthen us, not weaken us. It was the gold thread that mended our rifts in the past. Some saw it as a means of surveillance, a tool of control. But no one can deny that it was Aglaya who held this city and even this shattered world together. Now she is gone. Yes, as you have heard, the demigod Aglaya, who guarded the holy city for a millennium, has indeed fallen.
Goldweaver! Find the murderer! Make them pay!
I felt the same as all of you initially. I wanted to stand here beside you, to condemn the sinners, to discuss retribution, and to see justice brought down upon them. But my perspective has changed. The golden threads that once bound this city have unraveled. Yet no one is celebrating their freedom from control. In the empty markets and bath chambers, one feeling lingers. Unease. Deep down, we all know the last safeguard against the harm we may do to each other is gone. No divine power will protect us from the malice in our hearts. From now on, only the moral code we choose to uphold for ourselves will stand between us and the abyss.
Finon has a way with words.
You know what? Yeah, I'll do the middle one. He's being like
Indeed.
Right?
The flame-chased journey is nearing its end. With only one titan left for the Chrysos heirs to conquer. Aquila! Before I rise to the skies, I challenge you. Cast out the shadows and malice within your hearts. Let your spirit shine brighter than the sky itself. Let me bear witness. Even without the divine authority of romance, Akuma will remain a sanctuary in these end times. A place for the kind people Aglaya dreamed of. The kind of people foretold in prophecy. A better people!
Better people! Better people! Better people! Better people! Better people! Better people!
I appreciate your willingness to accept the challenge. You have reminded me that Aglaya left me perhaps the simplest duty in the world. To bear the burden of creation, I need only to give one thing. It's a gift she once gave me without hesitation, and now I share it with each of you. Unshakable faith. There's still a long way to go before Amphorius is reborn. But we will not forget the past as we move forward. For the memories of Amphorius will always benefit future generations. Allow me this moment. I want to borrow a few minutes of your time to commemorate a demigod who protected the holy city for a millennium. She was Akuma's dressmaker, the leader of the Chrysos heirs, the Gold Weaver, Aglaya, and her greatest feat was being a selfless person.
Bruh, y'all can't see it, but my hands is also on my chest.
That singing sounds so familiar. That's our song, and Snowy used to love it.
Yes, Lady Trian. For that child filled with anxiety. Your songs always dispelled the clouds in my heart. Even if for just a moment.
This Castor is...
Snowy was so cute and kind when he was little. Now... you've grown so much. Maybe not as cute, but still just as kind.
She's like, bro, you're not cute no more.
Time spares no one, so there's nothing we can do. But kindness, you helped nurture it in me.
Don't mention it. Your light is as bright as ever. Keep it up and stay strong. See you, Snowy.
Goodbye, Lady Tree.
I heard what you said. Are you suggesting the debate tactics I've taught you are nothing but sleight of hand?
Maxa came out of nowhere.
Professor Anaxa. Honestly, without those techniques you taught me, the Flame Chase journey might not have survived.
Good thing your head's still clear. The Chrysos heir of Kefali. I had no idea you had it in you while I was drilling those formulas in your head in class.
Who could have thought, Professor? By the way, I've completely forgotten those formulas now.
Some things never change. In our next lives, I'll teach you how to truly embrace your divine duties.
I'll be waiting. Goodbye, Professor Anaxa. Miss Castros? Aren't you going to say something?
Lord Finan, you have always been so approachable. Ever since we first met, you've seen me as a friend. It was the first time I understood what everyday friendship was like. But that's dangerous.
Dangerous?
Laughing and chatting with you, I sometimes forget who I am. And for someone with my kind of power, that's a real hazard.
I hadn't thought of it that way. Sorry, I forgot to consider your perspective.
Please, no apologies. Despite everything, thinking back on the times we spent together makes me really happy.
I feel the same.
Goodbye, Finan.
Goodbye, Gasterus. Aklaya.
Remember, Finan, after completing the Flame Chase, leave the decision to initiate the Miracle of Genesis to the Amphorians. The Chrysos heirs are the executors of the prophecy, yet they, the people, are the true masters of this world.
Rest assured, I always keep your teachings in mind. The difference between a presumptuous hero and a tyrant is a fine line.
Well said. You've got a good memory.
It's late. Anything else you'd like to add?
Anything else? Even in your imagination, I'm not one to show my vulnerable side.
No worries. I've long understood how difficult it is for you to open up completely. Thank you for bringing me here, Aglaya. You saved me.
Maybe what I wanted to say wasn't you, child, but this crumbling world. Goodbye, Finan.
Goodbye, Aglaya.
Did you forget me?
Forget you. Like I'd ever. We aren't parting ways forever. You're just off to guard the gates at Castrum Primnos. Let's not make this a tearful farewell.
You know just how to make a person uncomfortable. I have a feeling we'll meet again in this lifetime. Let's have another showdown then. Deliver.
That's very confident of you. I've changed since then. Have you seen this sword? It's a masterpiece freshly forged by Cartonis.
A bold statement for a mere mortal who hasn't yet claimed the power of a titan. See you around. Find enough Ides Elysiae.
It's a date, Mighty Moose.
What a poignant, yet splendid journey. And it's still not over yet, is it?
Yes, Cyrene.
I was right. In the end, you did become the deliverer in this story.
A lot has changed while you were away. I've met so many people. I've tried so many things. I've found new resolve. And I've let go of some attachments. I'm not the same person I used to be.
But to me, you've never changed at all, Finan.
Alright, I apparently have to pause the stream now. I gotta call someone.
Dawn Cloud. This place holds so many different kinds of memories. I remember you could see the Gold Weaver sign from here, all the way down the mountain. But my eyes aren't what they used to be 1,000 years ago.
Cyphera, you...
Seamstress. Tell me, does Akama have any treasures so rare that not even your... I mean, our shop has seen?
Of course it has. I heard there's a gem of all worlds hidden somewhere in Dawn Cloud. Apparently, it's a piece that fell out of the Dawn device. It's truly a priceless treasure, being a part of Kefali's divine body. Even I, the Gold Weaver, cannot witness its glamour.
Gem of all worlds. Nice! Got it! Well, please keep looking after the shop while I...
Let me guess, Cyphera. You're probably already plotting to sneak into Dawn Cloud to steal that gem, aren't you? And your next move is probably trying to sell it to the highest bidder, then distribute that money to the poor and the refugees in the Holy City?
Look, seamstress. Are you sure you aren't peeking into my head with your golden threads?
You might be skilled at covering up lies, but your compassion is all over your face, plain as day. Don't lie to yourself. Do you honestly think this is the right thing to do, Cyphera?
What else am I supposed to do? That's the only thing I can do with my power. You keep talking about how I have the potential to become a good person, or even what people call a hero. But I don't know what I need to do to get there! I can't weave golden dresses like you! I can't sing as well as Miss Hyceelins! And I definitely don't know as much as Big Sis Treeby! The only things I'm good at are the underhanded street smarts that no one even respects. But I still want to be worthy of you. I want to prove that you've made the right choice. Even thieves can dream. Right?
I know, Cyphera. I know. You are justified in your anger. Destiny is never fair. And your path is doomed to be even worse than everyone else's. You are fated to walk in the dark and bear the world's misunderstanding in this journey. But you have to believe that everyone in this world is unique in their own way. I am convinced that you're the only one who can bear the authority of trickery, even if you have to contend with the legendary 300 master thieves of Dolos.
I just want everyone to believe that the world is beautiful and that everyone is simple. Would that lie become reality if enough people believed in it? Even though it's a lie.
Lies will always be lies, Cyphera. But sometimes they can be more noble than the truth.
Huh. Are you really planning to just stand there forever? Honestly, sneaking around doesn't suit you, Deliverer.
I never thought I could slip past your sharp ears, Miss Cypher. I just didn't think it'd be right to interrupt when you're obviously lost in thoughts.
Huh. Still as charming with your words as ever, boy. Your speech at the public baths wasn't half bad.
I'm back.
I'll admit.
Sorry about that. It's technically about my dinner tonight.
Thank you. I had a feeling back then that you were in the audience. Intuition certainly is a thing of wonder.
Oh, and you didn't call me out on the spot. You waited all this time to tell me.
Well, I thought you'd need some time to yourself. After she passed away.
None of your business. Enough small talk. Tell me, what kind of trouble did you run into that you need me, the super old-timer, to step in?
We've only met a couple of times, but you've always gone straight to business. I respect that about you, old-timer, so I'll cut to the chase. You're probably aware that Aglaya has earned the support of the entire city for the Chrysos heirs. Everyone believes that she died at the hands of council members who were against the flame chase. And the citizens' fury has been dragging them, but they didn't get everybody. To this day, we still haven't found Elder Kynus, the leader of the cleaners.
Ah, I see. You're afraid she'll do something wild now that she's pushed into a corner, aren't you?
Yes. I believe that Kefali's core flame, forever enshrined above the council theater, would be the opposition's final trump card against the Chrysos heirs. We're setting out to campaign against Aquila in a few days. With the Chrysos heirs gone, it'll be their best chance to strike.
You think those desperate dogs will try to snatch the core flame while you're gone? So, you want me to give them a nice long walk while you're away, right?
You sure saw right through me, Miss Cypher. I know exactly what you can do. Godlike speed, perfect disguises, untraceable movements, and that most enigmatic authority of trickery. I have only one request. Please, use whatever tricks you need to protect Kefali's core flame. Even if you have to deceive the rest of the Chrysos heirs as well.
Uh-huh. Hey, Deliverer. Do you honestly think that there's no way I'll turn you down? Do you even have any plan Bs if I decide to nope out on this?
As the demigod of trickery, there are no other trump cards in the world that can outrank you. I'm sure you know the answer to your own question, Miss Cypher.
What confidence. You talk as if you have everything in the palm of your hand. Huh. So you did learn a thing or two from her. I'll give you that. Then let me tell you something you don't know. The Flame Reaver. They've been watching Akama closely.
You mean...
Bet you didn't expect that, huh? I've been tracking them all this time. And this is my conclusion. That lunatic may have lost their mind, but they're no fool. Why do you think they haven't made a move on Akama yet?
Professor Anaxa once analyzed this. He thought it was probably because Kefali's core flame was protected by the Council of Elders' secret arts.
Ha! Secret art's my foot! I could break those mechanisms with a flick of my finger. Allow me to let you in on the actual secret. They probably held off from attacking Akama because the Seamstress's defense network was way tougher than you thought. Now that she's gone, and you're heading out to the Eye of Twilight, with the city's defenses in shambles.
What a dangerous situation we find ourselves in. But since you're the one who brought it up, I'm guessing you already have a solution in mind.
Just look how ridiculously calm you are right now. But you guessed it right. Consider this a 2-for-1 deal. I'll keep that lunatic entertained on top of protecting Kefali's core flame. You owe a big favor after this.
You have my deepest gratitude. That Flame Reaver's power is truly unfathomable. Please be careful.
Don't forget, Deliverer. There's a fundamental truth in this world. Cyphera will always get the last laugh. No need to worry about a demigod. I'll do my job. So you need to make sure you don't die before you pay me.
Okay. She's gonna be the one to help us get to the skies.
I'm back. I've been trying to stay away from here since the Black Tide destroyed the grove. And through that, stay away from the memories that might make me sad. But the wind keeps pulling me back. Maybe that's the Twilight Courtier's duty, after all.
So adorable.
I know, little Ika. I know. I too miss the days when we all studied together. But we have an even more important mission this time round. Lord Finan has already set the date to campaign against Aquila. Being a descendant of the Sky People,
I
Right.
fucking love that.
At least I can still afford to get lost in thought once in a while. Oh, ancestors. Please wait for just a bit longer. The time I spent in the grove deserves some reminiscence.
Bubble. Yeah.
This was where Professor Anaxa gave us the lesson. I can still see that day in my mind.
And that was your last lesson in the Grove. Now, each of you will head off on your own path. How much the Grove's teachings can help you in the real world depends on how well you can put knowledge into practice. However, heed this warning. If you ever do anything disgraceful out there, don't ever claim you were the student of Anaxagoras, one of the 7 sages.
Professor Anaxa, there are still other classes scheduled on the calendar. Are you sure you didn't...
Firstly, call me Professor Anaxagoras. Secondly, to clarify, the last lesson means the last lesson I will teach you. I will be entering seclusion from today onwards to research ancient alchemy, and all my teaching activities will be put on hold.
Ah, I see. So you're saying that the lessons taught by all the other teachers aren't good enough to be considered lessons?
All you do every day is wag that sharp tongue of yours. That's a credit deduction, Finan of Ides Elysiae. I have nothing left to say.
Please wait, Professor. According to the Grove's protocols for a cohort's final class, the lecturer should take some time in that lesson to discuss the students' post-graduation aspirations with them and guide them toward a solid path. Surely you can't skip such a crucial step, Professor.
The teaching assistant, Miss Hyacinth, is truly Professor Anax's nemesis.
Fine. Since Hyacinthia insists on this, let's go through the process. Since some of you are so eager to speak, why don't we start with you, Finite of Ides Elysiae? What is your post-graduation aspiration?
Me? Well, it's not exactly an aspiration, but the only thing I want to do is to protect the people I care about.
I see. So you want to be a hero? How boring. Next.
I didn't say.
Castorus, you've been giggling for quite some time. How about you go next?
Perhaps my answer is a bit vague and meaningless, Professor Anaxagoras, but I hope the world can be freed from the agony of death, so that every living being may find calming peace.
How naive. So naive that it makes me want to weep for your fairy tale. See, this is why I don't want to follow those outdated protocols. All I get are boring answers. Since you suggested this whole process, why don't you wrap this up, Hyacinthia? Share your aspiration with everyone, and let's see if yours stands out.
So it's finally my turn. Good thing I came prepared. My aspiration is nothing less than completing the final blank page at the end of the hero's epic.
Blank page?
An interesting description. Do explain, Assistant.
I've read all of Amphorius's heroic epics while studying at the Grove, and a common thread came to my attention. Almost every epic ends with a description of the hero's achievements. But few mention how the everyday people of that time lived. No one recorded the struggles and suffering the commoners endured.
So you're saying that, instead of legendary heroes, you're more focused on commoners living on the peripheries of historical records?
Perhaps I'm influenced by my background. My ancestor, Seliosi the Day Thunder Knight, raised her spear against the sky and ushered in the flame-chasing era that continues to this day. Her story is told to every child descended from the Skyfolk. We have no doubts about Celiosi's greatness, yet her towering figure overshadowed every record from that entire era. What about the Day Thunder Knight's family, allies, and friends? What about the survivors and those who died in the great battles? Whenever I think about their stories by the campfire, her brilliance had become as blinding as Aquila's, lording over everything on the ground. That's why I'm glad that my era does not lack heroes. All my ancestors had was a sad past. But I have a future I want to protect. Instead of becoming a hero and ushering in a golden deluge to baptize the world anew, I want to stay. I wish not to return to the sky, but to walk among the masses on Earth. I believe it's the only way for the saga of creation to include a footnote for the everyday people in its blank page.
Orvis.
I'm getting
Beautiful.
embarrassed from remembering how I said all that. But my beliefs have never changed. Now I really have a chance to stay behind the hero's front line and realize my dream. Danny!
Thanks.
What are you doing here?
I didn't expect to see you again in the grove. Fina, you mentioned you were gearing up for the campaign against Aquila. Are you here to...
You guessed it. To reach Aquila's realm in the sky, descendants of the Sky People must perform a bloodline ceremony, summon the spirits of our ancestors, and get their blessings. That's the only way for creatures on Earth to forge the rainbow bridge to the sky. And the soul of the first ancestor I want to see is here in the grove.
The Rainbow Bridge is essential to retrieve the core flame of Aquila, but undertaking such a vital ceremony alone is far too risky.
Don't worry. I have little Ika with me. You will protect me, won't you? Good, Ika. Well, what brings you here, Danny?
I'm collecting as many myths and research about the Titans as I can. Everything about Amphorius is a valuable addition to our databank when I get back to the Astral Express.
Right. If all goes as planned, you and...
Yes, soon we can actually break the curse about worlds beyond the sky. I have a feeling it's not going to be smooth sailing.
Could it be that you too have some kind of hidden powers to make prophecies now?
That's not it, but I'm starting to question how real everything is after a conversation with a member of the Council of Elders.
No, I didn't understand that either, little Ika.
Don't worry about it. There's a lot that I still don't understand.
Since we've already met up, why don't you come with me, Danny?
I was thinking the same thing. The grove is fraught with danger right now, and an extra pair of hands translates to extra security.
That's the dependable express guard for you. So, shall we get going?
Yes, yes. Alright. Great. Repair! I had to do it once. I haven't done it the whole stream. But I think that'll be it for the stream. We've been going for about 2.5, over 2 hours or 40 minutes. Not bad, not bad. So that's been a good time, and we've been blowing through the story, which is exactly what I wanted to do. Not really, but I've been greatly enjoying the story greatly. But I think, hang on, let me see. Do I have enough? No, I do not. Hang on, let me check something. Travel on. I may actually do this once I'm done with the story, just so that way we can keep something going on the channel with Honkai. But for now, that'll be it for the stream. For those who are watching the VOD, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all next time. Peace.